Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 on Somerset Farms. I'm going to apologise in advance. First thing I'm going to do is apologise. I am full of cold, guys, so if my voice sounds awful and or sniffly and honestly guys, I'm full of cold. I do apologise for it. Coughing. I'm going to try and do as much as I can without ruining the video, so to speak, but I just be warned, guys. I am proper under the weather. I've got man flu. It's gonna take my life, I think. Man flu is, you know, the biggest killer of men. But on a serious note, we're gonna crack on with what we were doing yesterday, and we basically got to start continuing with the harvesting, and we've got this big thing to do today. I do have a small issue. I've got nowhere really to put this. I never thought about this, did I, when I did this? Is that going to work there? Can I do that? Can I do that? Are you going to let me go there? Yes? If we accidentally just give that a little nudge along there, yes! That works. That works. I love it. Nice. Right, anyway. Yeah, we've got to get this field done. We're gonna have, I think, a bit of an issue when it comes to the straw. I want to put the straw into the silage clamp thingy-majigger, just to turn it into silage, so at least it's worth something. The problem is, I don't really want to rent the machine. You know, the pickup wagon for it. Because if we rent the pickup wagon for it today, I'm gonna have to also rent it tomorrow or keep it for another day, which is going to be an added fee. Yeah, that's the problem. I could bale it. I do have a baler. The problem is, if I bale it, I then can't put it into the machine without shredding it again, and that's, again, added expense. But yeah, you can kind of see where I'm going with this today. We're in a little bit of a pickle. We're going to have to rent some machine twice. That's the problem. But yeah, I've driven up there in a straight line. That's just to give us a bit of an easier access to with the trailer as well. And then what we'll do what we normally do, and we'll get one headland done. I do prefer to go the other way, actually. I should have turned the other way. Although we'll see how this yields yet, because we might be alright. I prefer the pipe on the outside. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of straw to shift today, like. We do need to put some straw over in the cow bed as well. We'll check that once we've got a full grain load, though, because I don't want to have patchy straw. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very busy day today. It don't help I'm recording later as well today due to going to the vets this morning, which turned out to be a huge waste of time because apparently they cancelled my appointment. And I was like, well, it would have been nice if you'd have rang me and told me to save me travelling 10 miles to the vets. So I'm back there again tomorrow. And I'm like, well, we've got a number on file, but it must be outdated, and it wasn't. Right, 29%. Yeah, we're going to get a lot in here, aren't we? Ooh, that was a tight corner. It's actually amazing how quickly this is kind of shooting through the field. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best over the next few days while I've got the old man flu to put out as much content as I can. If I'm a bit quiet in the videos though, guys, or I go a little bit quiet, you know, that's kind of the reason why. It's my throat. I just feel like I got a cactus in my throat still. Obviously that was clearly the first symptom I had the other day. Wow, we have not even, we've done a whole headland now and a middle, and we're still, wow, this is oat. Yeah, it's alright guys, this is oat, that's why. Oat does not yield very well on this game. Well, to be fair, it probably yields in value to be not far off the same as like wheat and barley and stuff, but yeah, it's like the amount you get, you don't get loads, but it's worth a lot more. That is looking absolutely splendid. We're at 54%. Wow, we could get the majority of this field done today in one load. I don't have a choice here. I'm going to have to go forward. Just going to have to finish the straw. Go 58%. Yeah, do you know something? Are we even gonna need to empty this? We're gonna probably need to empty this with like one strip to go, aren't we? Yeah, I'm proper just feeling so bunged up today. Like I say, I'm trying to just put out a video every day. Doesn't take over long. Playing the games isn't the problem. It's like they're trying to top. I don't just want to have like a time-lapse episode because yeah, I could get more done in a time-lapse episode, but I've enjoyed not doing time-lapses. I've really enjoyed just playing the game as it is. You know, time lapses have the uses and the places. I prefer to do time lapses on contracts. We can get jobs done for a little bit of income, just a little bit quicker on the videos. But yeah, when doing our own fields, I do prefer to not do a time lapse. Like mulching, rolling, they're time lapse videos on our fields because they are just so there's hardly out to do. You just literally drive around the field doing now. And I know technically you could argue, well, you're technically driving down the field now doing that, but everybody loves a good harvest. It's farming. Rolling's a bit boring. We never had rolling on Farm Sim 19. Or if we did, I never once did it. Never once. Not once. Not once. Right, let me just... I'm going to turn around here, guys, because we are slowly starting to get a little bit full with the oat. But I do just want to... I don't like driving through the hedge, but I don't do it on purpose. There we go. This way now, when we bring the trailer in, you can drive straight up the middle, turn right, boom, and empty the load. Fantastic. We need to have a look in the discount shop as well. It's gone 9 o'clock. We might have something new in the store. Lovely. There might even be enough to just pull in here with the trailer and go turn left or right if need be, but I never want to chance it with this field. Always do a strip down the middle and work our way around. I could technically start doing ups and downs, you know, doing rows or columns, whichever way you want to call it. But I just prefer to go around, try and keep momentum going. I find it wastes a lot of time doing you know 3-point turns at the end of each and every field. Although I don't know, it might be at the stage where that's what we have to do. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of straw off these two fields. Yeah, we're going to have to just rent the forage wagon and pay an overnight fee. We need it again tomorrow. Well, when I say tomorrow, I'm talking like August. We'll need it again in August. Yep, we left that over there. 7,500 litres of oat. We do need to get a repair on this trailer as well. It's 92.5% broken. Yeah, I think once we get this harvest out of the way, we'll get machines cleaned, we'll get them repaired. We'll repair as much as we can. At the end of the day, we might not be able to afford it all, but we'll try. Yeah, that's not going to make that corner to go left there. So this is why I do the strip. We can get in with the tractor then. Right, while that's emptying, let's have a look. We've had a 9 o'clock shift in the shop. Nope, nothing new has come in today. I'm umming and ahhing about that, to be honest. It's not very wide, that's the problem I've got with it. We don't need that. We don't have a grass field big enough on this map. We don't need that cultivator. That would be handy if we didn't have the yeah, the little machine that does it for us. There we go, just in time to finish. Yeah, we'll get a forage wagon on rent. Absolutely. I suppose that windrow, if we bought that windrow, Kubota windrow, it would like windrow the straw up a little bit. Again, I feel like it'd be a little bit of waste of money. There's nothing really wrong with doing a few, you know, going around the field a few times. Oh, my nose is getting all blocked again. I'm back. Right, let's so 3 headlands did a full load. Obviously every headland now gets smaller. The question is, are we going to fill this harvester for a second time? I'm a little bit unsure actually. I don't think we will, to be honest. I don't think we'll fill it. Well, let's try and get a nice straight edge along here. Well, straight-ish edge along here. That one headland, not quite finished it yet, but this, so we're doing a headland now, we're kind of along the tractor now, 25%. I actually think we may fill this again. If we don't, we're going to be like 95%, I reckon. Yeah, we'll get these done, then I reckon most likely in the next episode it will be a case of picking up the straw. I'm going to try and do as much work in each field as I can. I'm sure planting season is just around the corner again. So we definitely want to get crop in the ground ASAP. That's the thing with harvest season and planting season, it's like overlaps each other quite a lot, and it's just meaning we've got a busy time of the month, busy time of the year at the moment. Obviously, you know, we did have a couple of months just before harvest season when we didn't really have anything to do. That's just one of them things. I also haven't forgotten we haven't brought the bees in yet. We financially haven't really had the money to bring the bees in. We got off to such a quick start on this field, I thought we'd be a little bit further along than we already are. I'm not leaving any oat behind. Yes. So second headland is going to be, well, we know it was 25%. So each headland we lose, you know, some at 2%, 48. So every headland that we get smaller is 2% loss on the previous one. And I am thinking we're going to run out of room in the harvester. Nice. I'm just pleased with how much we're getting out of this field. Even though we're not really doing anything with it production wise, it's that's our thing, you see. Because we're not doing productions, we're not making massive amounts of money. Like, if you think about it now, the barley we got off that field, the oat we're getting off this field, think of the flour we could make. Flour's worth like twice as much money. That's why we don't make loads of money. But this isn't a production episode, you know, series. You want to see a production series? That's the Attingham series. We are doing every production we can think of and we can try and do. Sorry about that, guys. I genuinely can't get over how much we're getting off this field. Especially when I realised it was oat as well. I was like, you know, it just seemed to take forever to fill that first harvester. Bear in mind the headlands were bigger and everything else. Now it's just a case of yeah, it's just, I feel like we've hit 70% really, really quickly. This is why I think we do need to get our hands on a slightly smaller trailer though. Because there are some fields where we just don't need to use a trailer that big. A trailer that big comes in handy for selling large quantities of things. I do think maybe a 20,000 litre might be enough. Although saying that, wait till we go and do the like the wheat and barley. That does tend to yield really well. Come on. There we go. Yeah, just got to get the straw. If we can get the straw off the field in the next episode, we can get maybe mulched in the one after that. It's only 10 AM. We're not moving off 3 times. Stay on 3 times. But we need to get to the position where we can get planted as well. I say we'll have a look on the calendar once I finish this harvest. I have run over a little bit of crop though today. Are we going to fill this trailer? That is the question. I did say it could be like 95 to 100%. But I don't know, just 15%, it's not a lot, is it? The problem is that's a whole strip nearly done there now. And that got us like next to nothing. Come on, straw. %, 93 by the time we get to the bottom of here. Told you. I actually think we're maybe going to fill this all the way up. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Wasn't 100% sure we were going to. It gives me a rough idea though of what we can expect of each field, do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't even our biggest field. 96%. So we're over the 95 mark that I said it was most likely gonna be. It's not quite a big full header full in this, but it might just top the trailer up. 97. Wow. Well played. 98%. 98%. Absolutely loving that. That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, do you see what I mean about this trailer being a little bit too big just for field work? I tell you what, we never buy. We never buy the auger trailers. We never buy these ever. Then again, I can see why. The brake horsepower on some of these things. We can't run these. 240. 240 is the lowest one. And even then that's for potato. Well, no wonder we never use it. We can't afford it. We literally can't afford that. Just horsepower wise we can't afford it. That is two very big fields done and dusted though. I am really impressed with what we've got done in the last couple of episodes. I'm not even going to mess around. We'll do a U-turn in this field. Yeah, we need to start looking at the straw now, guys. That is something that has to be done. I think, to be honest, I might have made a little mistake. We'll just give it a Really? I wasn't really going to try and do all that. I was just trying to sweep the front end round, you know, pivot it on its wheels. But yeah, that didn't really go well, did it? I moved the entire thing. But yeah, in the next episode we'll have some more harvesting to do. We've got to get these straws done though. Like I said, it's what, 10:15 in July now. So we've got a bit of time left in July. We've got no other work to do in July other than like the, you know, the straw work and mulching. We want to get mulch. We are going to mulch. We're going to plough. We're going to do as much as we possibly can. Don't like keeping this over here, but I can just bring it over here for now. We'll park it bang in the middle so we can drive round it with trailers like that. Fantastic. So yeah, we need to look at the straw scenario now. So I'm thinking like a forage wagon again. It's not a bad one, that £60, 60 brake horsepower for £30,000. We could technically buy that. We'd never have to rent it again. We do a lot of straw, we do a lot of grass, we do a lot of everything else. The problem is, I'd rather... That's the best one, it's a mod one. But I'm using that on Nottingham Park, so I don't really want to use... These are just overpriced and overpowered. Yeah, I'm just thinking if we can get that. We can't afford that. We're 10,000 short for that one. You kind of see the idea of what we're trying to do. I say we'll turn the straw in. Oh, we were going to look in the animal pen, weren't we? Sorry. in the animal pen at the straw. Obviously they need water's getting a bit lower. It's fine for now. Got loads of sheep though, guys. Look at these for sheep. Absolute loads. 2, 4, 4. Fantastic. Chickens, that's fine. Yeah, horses. Let's have a look. Straw. Oh, to be fair, it doesn't need much, but it does need a little. It just wants topping up. We need to have a look at the slurry scenario and the manure. We need to start getting things spread on the ground as well. Slurry and manure we have to do before we plant it. Well, we can always do that before we plough it, to be honest. Yeah, the straw is really, really important. We need to get that off the floor sooner rather than later. The problem is I want to buy 14 for the chickens. And I feel like that's got to be so I don't want to waste the money, you know, buying the I was saying that if we spend £30,000 on that wagon, yes, we won't be able to afford 14, but the silage it'll make, the money from the silage alone, it might be worth it. The problem is I really want this one. We can't, no, I tell you what, we're going to buy it. We're going to buy it. The money we'll make from the silage will basically cover the cost of that this year. Then if we put the front mower on this tractor, we can just go around and pick grass up as well and get extra, yeah. So I've got a plan to make extra. I've got a plan to get some extra silage. Let's go and get this. Give me 1 second, guys. Right, I'm back. Yeah, my steering wheel just lost its self-centering spring again. I don't know what it is. Just have to tab out and back in. It's just a pain in the ass, to be honest. Yeah, it's a little bit small. It's a lot smaller than I would have liked. But I feel like maybe on this size map, it's not a bad thing. Now I could time-lapse some of this straw picking up, but then... yeah, I could, I suppose. Spend 10 minutes time-lapsing this, but it's like a 2 or 3 minute time-lapse to maybe get it all off the ground. I just don't want to be stuck doing straw for the next 2 episodes, you know what I mean? And with it being a slightly smaller... yeah, do you know what I mean? With it being slightly smaller capacity. Let's just go up to that top field and fill this once, and let's just see how much we can get off that field. I think that's a good idea. Do you think now, like, I could be driving up here, cutting the grass just on either side of this road with the mower, picking it up at the same time? That's what I'm thinking by extra silage. Now, I know ideally you shouldn't really turn straw into silage. I don't know if that's possible in real life. If anybody does know any of the answers to these questions, or... Look at it this way, I'm not a farmer in real life. If somebody can help me by saying, yes, you can do this, it's kind of legit, you know, or if you're like, no, that's not possible. Like I say, guys, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm not a farmer in real life. I would love to own a little farm and learn and things like that. But yeah, just if anyone knows any of the things like, yeah, you can do this, no, you can't do that, yeah, just let me know down below. Like I say, I did ask maybe, you know, is anyone what everyone's feeling about maybe bringing the straw production in. Like I say, I'm not trying to do production, I'm just trying to do something with the straw more than anything else. Like I say, I can either turn it to silage, or I can just sell it as plain straw, or I can maybe put it into the silage production. But I would like to maybe bring that, why do I say silage production and straw production? Like I say, it's a bit of a productions isn't something I'm trying to do on this series. And yes, I want every ounce of straw. Every little bit. Yeah, I reckon we can get the money back for this machine if we turn this into silage this time. Like I say, I put in yesterday's video. I was like, you know, what do you think to me buying it? If anyone, you know, again, the video's only been live a few hours. So no one said, yeah, get the straw, no, don't get it, you know. This is filling up rather nicely. So there is 16,000 litres of straw nearly. We didn't even do one headland. Wow. We didn't even finish a headland. We were close, but we did not do a headland. That is going to take a long time with this machine. Wow. I'm wondering if we could put another silage like little production building thing. I don't know what it's called. We'll call it a fermenter. We could maybe bring in another fermenter up at that farm, you know, at the building. That might not be a bad idea. Find a bit of space, then that way any straw we get off that field we can just dump next to it. It can silage away and do whatever it needs to do. That might not be a bad idea. I don't think that building costs a lot of money. I just don't think we can afford it at the moment. Yeah, well, I think we may do that, you know. I really do. I think we'll do that. Put another building in up there. It just saves running the straw around all the time, and we've got a big trailer for silage. So if we come to sell it, we can just take the big trailer up there and bang, you know, just get it out. There you go, that's why I left the let's have a look. It's £15,000, so yeah, we don't have enough money at the moment. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. I wanted to top the sheep, I wanted to top the cows up first. Bugger. Made a mistake. I wanted to top the cows up first. Right, well, we'll deliver that up there. Yeah, in the next episode, guys, like I say, it's only 11 o'clock. We've probably time-lapsed the straw picking up. Actually, we've got mulching to do. We've got quite a bit to do in the next episode, to be honest. But we've got no more fields to harvest. August is going to be a busy day. We've got 12 and 33, so some pretty big fields to do. And then in September, we'll most likely have 34 and 28 to do. So We've basically got a couple of fields to do a day at the moment. So we are quite busy. Just get this delivered up here, and then we're pretty much. I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually, just for the ending. I will just finish that first headland, because I don't want to end up forgetting about it and have patches all over the place. And I will forget about it. I have literally got a memory like a goldfish. I'm like Dory off Finding Nemo. If I just get this little bit picked up round here and round here. Oh. And that's kind of the start of the next head. Do you know something? No, this is not going to take me long. I want to get them cows topped up, because again, I will forget about the cows. If I just top the cows up, put the rest of this into the tanker or the fermenter. I don't know what it was called. I can't remember. I've literally just looked at the name of it and already forgotten. Like I said, Dory. Just call me Dory. Yeah, let's get this one finished. Ah. I want as much as I can, but I'm not really bothered about the teeny tiny scrags. Like that little bit over there, we missed a bit there. That'll be fine. It's a long way to come up here for this. If we chop a couple of them trees down there, we might be able to get a fermenter over there. I don't want to put it in the field, so that'll be taking up way too much space. I don't remember how much the cows needed, to be honest, but like I say, we'll top it all the way up. If it takes more than one load, yeah, I'll probably just finish topping it up off recording. I genuinely just don't want to forget the cows. And like I say, just call me Dory. I think 16,100 is not a bad capacity, to be honest. I do love this tractor. It's so quiet on the inside. Especially when you go on the outside. Yeah, 11 AM on July. So, still got quite a bit of time to go. We'll get the straw off, we'll get mulch. If there's any time left in July, we'll get the mower on the front of this and we'll go and get a little bit of grass and stuff and things like that. But we'll only do that if there's time. See, we've got some fields where, you know, there'll be no straw. No, Matt, don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Again, Dory brain. We were going in the cows. There we go. Still a little bit of time. Still a little bit of straw left in there, sorry. Looking fantastic. Right, give me a minute. I'm not going to make... I already know this tractor will not make that corner. I already know that. I'm trying not to drive through my cows. You know, like running them over. I don't mean to do it if I am. There we go. We'll get that in there. This should be turned on as well, to be honest. Should be, but we'll double check. Where's my info markers gone? I have to do it through the menu. That kind of sucks. Yeah, look, the straw's going. 1,000 for 1,000. I don't like doing straw, but I've got nothing else to do with it. So we need water in the maypole. Yeah, there's something to do in the next episode as well. So I'll tell you what we will do. I know we have a water tanker. I'm going to go and get the water tanker, and I'm going to put it onto the class and then park it next to that one just to remind me in the next episode why it's there. Yeah, like I say, I'll tell you what, actually, I'm going to park it right here in the way, like kind of in the way. But yeah, for now guys, I do massively appreciate everybody who's watching the series. We are getting an abundance of likes to the videos, and I really do appreciate it. If there's anything you'd like to see or out like that, you know, you just have to drop a comment down below. If there's like a series on a map you'd like to see, because like I say, I'm enjoying playing Attingham. It's my favourite map. My only downside to Attingham at the moment is I'm doing it co-op mode with Flo, and Flo only gets 1 to 2 days a week to record, and I could stream that map several hours a day, every day. I proper love that map. But yeah, if there's something you want to see, or you're like, yeah, Matt, bring this, you know, bring in the straw production, for example. Yeah, I can bring it in. I'm not saying I can't bring it in. I didn't want to bring it in because we aren't technically doing productions on this series. But, you know, I'm getting a little bit, I've got nothing to do with straw. You know what I mean? And it's kind of frustrating that I've got nothing to do with straw. I'm just moving these so more can spawn. I'm not trying to cheat anything. We're not loading anything. Just want to get it so that more spawn, so we're not stuck with them. Yeah, look at that. Wow, look how many's in there ready to spawn. Jesus Christ, we have got a lot of potato. Our greenhouses are working wonders for the potato. Now, if anyone's saying to me, you can't really do potatoes like that. Honestly, you can. I know fine well you can grow potatoes in a plant pot, because I've done it. We do it in real life. We do actually have like some little wooden, like, well, there were flower pot things, you know, like wooden ones made out of like decking. We lined them, we filled them full of actual soil rather than like a composty kind of thing. And yeah, we've grown potatoes like this. Maybe not. Maybe the potatoes you get way too many for the money, but you can grow them like this. That's for sure. As I say, I do massively appreciate everybody who's been watching the series. Any ideas on what you'd like to see come into the series? If anybody plays on PC and wants to join the Attingham series, yeah, you just need to be in the Discord, guys. The link is in the description down below. And until next time, guys, I will see you all later on.